So it was just the whole concept being prophecy and the prophetic, getting outside the box, outside the box, meaning the four walls of the church. So, and thinking of it in terms of not just a ministry tool, but actually a lifestyle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bringing it into, prophetic expressions and diversity.
Well, then they interviewed that lady who was the mom. Remember that?
Oh yeah, she was
like
awesome.
funny. But, she went to her friend's house because the Lord told her, I want you to go right now, drop everything.
Right now.
You don't have time to go home and change. She was in her pajamas dropping her kids off from school.
That's true.
And she went over to her friend's house.
Yeah.
And she just immediately, she said, Lord sent me. You're thinking of having an affair. You need to not do this. God doesn't want you to do this. Gal broke down, totally repented, and
restoration of that marriage.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And I think the key there that she talked about was being available. Just giving your day to the Lord, and kind of being available to do and go wherever He's going to, and what the Father's doing. But it's that availability.
Right, any place, anytime,
anywhere. Yeah, I know. I had to go hunt down a real estate agent because the Lord told me to. I never met the guy, but the Lord knew him. So, but I thought that was important, and also too, what I loved about the whole feel and flavor of that conference was, didn't you hear a running theme of compassion in that?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like everybody that was talking had this running theme of, listen, let's be the body of Christ. Let's be Jesus to people. Not hyper weirded out Christians, but let's just love. Let's just be kind. Can we just show mercy in the prophetic?
Right. Instead of being good at being negative, let's be positive.
I loved
Let's have nice things to say.
He was saying, oh, look at that over there, Kingdom Dream Center. That was kind of cool. We just passed a building. Anyway, I liked what he was saying about, also too, saying, look, we need accountability. Accountability in the prophetic.
In the media, on the internet, which is.
Yeah. And how the prophetic, a lot of times there's this website, but there's no accountability. You don't know who the person is.
It's so true. A person could be doing a website, and here they're not even necessarily released in their church to prophesy because there's some serious problems in their life, but they have a website and it looks so authentic.
Right.
And
so you think that this person has this incredible credibility and accountability in the prophetic because they have this great looking website, but that's not the reality, And so where is the accountability in the prophetic? And it kind of undermines the true prophetic, what's real and what. And I liked also, Graham was saying, a lot of times people are taking, today's news and wrapping a few scriptures around it and calling it prophetic.
Yeah.
I thought that was really wild.
Gosh.
And but anyway, overall, it was just amazing. So I loved every one of them. It was very cool.
Final note.
What's your final note? Give me
final note. What did like personally? What spoke to you personally?
My final
what are you walking away with personally, Cathy?
I think for me personally, what Kris Vallotton said about vision and mission was probably the most profound shift for me.
Which was?
Basically, he was talking about, vision is not the same as mission. Mission is purpose, not vision.
It's the why.
It's the why. A lot of times people take their mission and they state mission over and over again thinking that's vision, but it's not. So he was saying, mission is why, and the plan is how, and the goal is when. But the vision, if your vision, basically,
you got to see it.
You got to see it.
You got to see what it looks like.
When
your mission's operating.
Yeah, if your vision is city transformation, if your vision was city transformation, and then what does that look like? That's vision. You know, your mission is city transformation, and then it goes on from there. But so that was really profound to me, and that I felt like I got a key right there.
Right.
So I can start to shift to vision and articulating vision and differentiating the mission and then the plan and then the goals.
Yeah.
And I really need that. We need that for our ministry to be able to articulate to people what we're doing and what God's doing. And I think that's huge. I think that's huge for any leader. And whether you're in business, marketplace, whatever you're doing, whatever you do in the way of leadership, you got to communicate vision.
Yeah.
So, and the differentiating that. So that was a blessing to me. That was really my final note. Lynn, what's your final note?
I think for me, stirred me more than anything. I can't say it caused me to just kind of feel like I need to press into God for this one, but he talked about dreaming with God. And just made me think about just dreaming with God for the kids, for our church, for our region, for my life. You know, what is God's dream? You know, and it just made me think about how, I just want to understand that a little bit better.
Yeah, dreaming
I
with
kind of
God.
feel like, you know, I'm a little too earthbound. My thoughts.
Dreaming
I like to
big.
have a bigger view.
Exceedingly abundantly more than you can hope, ask, or think.
Or imagine.
Imagine. And you know what? Sometimes we need other people to spark us. You know what I mean? Like inspire us and get us kind of. You know, we get into the day-to-day stuff and we forget to dream.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like you need to go to the beach or find a bench or park.
Well, that sounds good.
And just dream. I mean, a lot of times it starts with a question really about money. You know, if money weren't the issue, if you had no resources, it wasn't about resources, and you could do anything you wanted to do, what would you do? You know, like sometimes it kind of stirs up dreaming.
Right.
I remember one time somebody said to me, you know, you have to put occupation on your passport. If money weren't an issue, what occupation would you put on your passport? Like, what would you put there? And that, I'll never forget, that caused me to start dreaming.
What did you decide? I'm kind of curious.
I put minister of the gospel.
Ah.
You know, I mean, at the time, that's not what I was doing.
Is that a good title for a passport? In many countries?
Yeah, no, the countries we go into do not put that on your passport. No, actually, my passport title is housewife.
Yeah.
Which makes my husband really laugh. I'm not very domestic, you know. So anyway, I have been cooking a little bit lately. All right, I guess that's our final thoughts on the road trip from Vacaville, California,
and the
Bandwidth Prophetic Conference with Graham Cooke, Kris, Vallotton, and Dan. What's Dan?
Dan McCollam.
Dan McCollam. I'm just used to calling him Dano, but anyway, God bless you. I hope you enjoyed it. Our little commentary. All right, take care. Bye.